Hello students, welcome back. So this is the last part of chapter number 6, that is formatting a document. So in this content I am going to show you how to apply border and shading, applying page border and page color, applying drop cap and inserting watermark. So let us begin. Now I have already typed a text here, say tips to stay healthy, and I have written some of the points here that are needed to stay healthy, and these are nothing else, these are bullets that you have already done in the previous class, so you know how to insert bullets and numbering. So first let me start with giving border and shading to the text. Suppose if you want to give border and shading to the text, you need to select the text first. I will show you two ways that can be done. First is in the home tab, you have to click on the border and shading button. So let me again repeat, in the home tab and under the paragraph group, you have to click on borders and shading button. So once you click on the drop down arrow, you have to go at the border and shading options, just click it. You will see a border and shading dialog box. So here you will see three tabs, that is border, page border and shading. Let me close it. Or what you can also do is, you can go to the page layout tab, and in the page background group you can click on page border button. So click on page border button. So you will see the same three tabs, that are borders, page border and shading, in a border and shading dialog box. Now first let me start with the border. So you can choose one shading. Let me choose the box, and these are the border style. So you can click on the drop down arrow and choose one of the border style. Suppose say let me choose this border style. You can also give the color you want, suppose say red color. Now for a moment leave page border and move to shading tab. So click on the shading tab, and from this fill box you can choose the color you want to give as a shading. So in the preview box you can see both border and shading. Finally click on OK button. Now you can see that you have given both border and shading to the text. Now next I will show you how to give page border. So if you want to give the page border, again you need to go to the page border button. So you will get the same border and shading dialog box. Now I will work on this middle tab, that is page border. Let me select one box. In the same way you can select the style for the box. Suppose say this particular style, and you can choose the color you want to give as a border. See, the border appears around the page. Now click on OK button. Now you can see the border has appeared around the page. Instead of border, what you can also do is, you can give the picture or any kind of symbols. So let me go to page border once again. Now I will not give the border, I will give a pictures. Suppose you need to go to the art section here. In the art box, click on the drop down arrow. So you will see a list of symbols or the pictures from the drop down list. So you can select any one. Suppose say let me select a tree. Now you can see in the preview box that the tree has appeared here around the border. Click on OK. Now you can see the tree has been given instead of line border. So if you want to preview it, you can go to the preview button and click on preview option. Now you can see the border. Close the preview button. Now I want to give the page color. So for page color, you have to go to the page color box, click on the drop down arrow. You will see lots of page color, so you can apply any of the page color from this box. Or what you can also do is, you can go to the more color, you will find more color, you can use it, or you can give the fill effects. So click on, instead of color, you can give the fill effects. So click on fill effects option here. So this is a fill effects dialog box. So you will get 4 tabs: gradient, texture, pattern and picture. Suppose if you want to give the gradient, it is of 1 color or 2 color. So if you want to give the 2 color, you can mix your 2 colors. Let it be this one. So in the shading style, you can see the mixture of 2 colors. You can simply click on OK. So the gradient will be applied. Or what you can also do is, go to the fill effects. You can also use the preset option here. If you go to the preset color, you will see lots of presets option here. So whichever presets you need, you can give those presets as a page color. See, click on OK. So you can also use the presets as a page color, or click on the drop down arrow, again go to fill effects. If you want to give the texture, go to texture. You will get lots of texture here. Whichever texture you want to apply it, you can click on the texture will be applied. Or what you can also do is, click on the drop down arrow of page color, go to fill effects. You can also use a pattern. Now you can choose your own foreground color. Suppose say let my color be red and my background color be green. So I want to put the mixture of red and green color. So these are some of the patterns, designs. So you can use this design. Click on OK. See. So in this way you can use a page color. Finally, one more option is there in the page color. Go to the fill effects. If you want to use the picture, you can click on the picture. You can select the picture and use the picture whichever you want to place it. Select the picture, click on insert. OK. Now you can see the picture as a page color. So in this way you can give the border to the page, you can give the color to the page, you can insert the picture to the page, you can also give border and shading to the text. Now I want to show you how to use a drop cap. Now this drop cap feature helps you to enlarge the text so that it can make a fancy look. Suppose say, let me select this T. After selecting the T, click on insert tab. You will see the drop cap option here. So click on the drop down arrow of this drop cap. So if you see here, you can clearly see the T has been enlarged there. So in this way you can also use a drop cap on the text. So if you don't want to use a drop cap, just select the text, click on the drop cap and click on none. And finally I want to show you how to use a watermark. So for watermark is nothing else, it is the impression that you want to put it in the background. For that you need to go to the page layout tab. So I have already shown you how to work with page border, page color, now watermark. So click on the drop down arrow of this watermark button. You can use this watermark like confidentials, do not copy. We call this as a say a diagonal watermark, and this is a horizontal watermark. So if you want to use this one, simply click here. So you can see at the background, let me preview it. So at the background you can see the watermark. Now if you want to use your own watermark, then go to the drop down arrow of this watermark box. Now you need to go to the custom watermark. So click on custom watermark. Now here in the text box, instead of this confidential, you can use your own watermark. Suppose you can give your own name, or you can write any text that you want. Let me write down, say I want to write, say, Techno India Group Public School. Okay, Techno India Group Public School. Now if you want, you can change the handwriting style from here. You can use any of the handwriting style. Size, if you want to increase, you can increase or decrease the size, no problem. You can give your own color, whichever color you like. Suppose I want to give a red color. If you want to place it horizontally, then it will come in the slanting position. If you can also make it horizontal or diagonal. Finally, click on apply and close the button. Now you can see the Techno India Group Public School on the background. Now let me preview it so you can see it. So in this way you can also use your own watermark in the Microsoft Word document. So in this content I have showed you how to use how to give a border to the text and shading. I showed you how to give a page border. I have also showed you how to give the background color and how to use the watermark. So I hope you have understood it. So you can follow this video, open Microsoft Word, type your own text and practice it at home. Thank you, children.